You on the album cover, DJ Pooh on the hood of the car. You got a sawed off pistol grip pump.
Well,
Look like you want to handle some business.
After the techno hop thing, you know, I just ended up being like Ace Boon Coon with Ice-T. He's sort of looking out for me and things like that. He created a management company called Rhyme Syndicate, and I was like one of the first to hop on. And they got me my first major deal with Capitol Records.
Right.
Like, I think it was Ice-T, he was with Warner Brothers, then it was me on Capitol. And I think Ty went over to Epic.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
I was one of the first to have a major deal on the West, and I gotta thank Ice a lot about that, because if it wasn't for him, boy, ain't no telling. But yeah, from Active, we got to deal with Active Fool. I did like 3 projects with Capitol. I had a great experience over there. Like I said, it was in the beginning of West Coast hip hop thing jumping off. They didn't really know how to, you know, promote or market what we was bringing. You know, it was all brand new. NWA wasn't even out yet. You know, Easy, and what they were just getting started. So it was all brand new. We stuck it out. You know, did 3 nice projects, Active Fool, At Your Own Risk, and the Trifling album.
How'd they do?
Active Fool, I went gold. You know, the next couple, we kind of just floated it out, introduced the Alcoholics and the Liquid Crew on my last project, the Trifling album, and tried to really, I kind of wanted to just get behind the scenes, like after I left Capitol and went to MCA.
Okay.
I wanted to get in a more executive role, and that's where I'm still at today, trying to get in that dough.
Hey man, tell me about the Alcoholics, man. That's one of your groups, right?
Right. We basically, me and Pooh came up with the idea. You know, J-Roll was like my hype man when I did shows. E Swift was the DJ. They bought out Catastrophe from Ohio, and they were already working on a demo with A&M Records.
Okay,
Robert and them over there, and me and Pooh were trying to decide, you know, because it was the age of everybody who was putting their crew on, like Flavor Unit, Flip Mode, Lynch Mob. So where's our crew? What we gonna be, the Daily Chronics or the Alcoholics?
Okay. I like that. I like Daily Chronics. That's tight.
Well, yeah, that was more Pooh thing, because, you know, he smoked but we were drinking back then, so we floated with the Alcoholics, and it was all about fun. And we kind of shied the gangster element off of us and wanted to be the party crew. We wanted to girls with the big boobs and getting drunk and just having fun and partying, man.
Okay, all right. Now tell me about that Same Gang album, man. I saw you was part of that, right? The Same Gang cut.
Yeah, man. Back then, running with Michael Concepcion and all them cats, you know.
How was that?
It was a great experience, man. That's my first glimpse at a true hustler and player in the game. Mike was a real one, you know. He gave me a lot of advice early on and things like that, and he created something big when he did We All in the Same Game. You know? Me and Mike
about the same age. I knew Mike before he got shot. And
right there in Gardena, right?
Yeah, he got shot right there in Gardena. Okay. And we never hung out, but we used to always cross each other's paths. Yeah. And even if you look at my book, I got a book out called NWA Not Without Alonzo. Mike literally made me write that book, because every time I would see Mike, you know, Mike got the cards. Mike got the cards.
Yeah.
Mike got if it's a fly ass car, Mike got it first. Okay. Yeah. I'd pull up at a light on Crenshaw and Slauson, see this fly ass ride, pull up, and it's Mike. Now Mike don't walk, but he drive his ass off. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I love why he stayed with something fresh. Yeah.
Man, I looked at Lonzo, where the book at, man? You bullshit, Lonzo, you bullshit. Mike, I'm coming, Mike. I did this for like about 5-6 years, man. And finally, I set my ass down and wrote the book, NWA, Not Without Alonzo. And one of the first people I think in that book is Michael Concepcion, man, because he was always, he was a super real dude, and he always said on my ass, and all right, man, let me hear about you about that book, goddammit, because you know what I do this shit, don't jump off, motherfucker. And it was like that, because we go back to, he was going to Washington, I was going to Centennial, but at that time I was hustling, I was selling stereos, all kind of shit. We didn't have the same color lines, you know what I'm saying? Right. If you wasn't with it, you get a pass. Oh, that's their brother selling stereo. So I had to hook up. Brother was bringing me stereos. I ain't gonna talk about that on camera. But I was able to make my money. Okay, bringing me stereos. I ain't gonna talk about that on camera. But I was able to make my money. Okay.
Yeah, it's things I can't talk about. He's got me out of tremendous trouble. I used to be a little hard head, trying to prove myself and things like that, and he got me out of a few things, so I will always have the utmost respect for Mike.
Anything you can talk about?
No, just little smoke that I thought were big back then.
Okay.
Then you think about it now, I could have, you know what I'm saying? Right. Mike was there for me, and he got my heart. I got to give it to Roger Clayton too, and Uncle Jam's Army. Even though, I wiggled my way in there, they showed me a lot of love, man. They put me on stage with some of the greatest people in hip hop, from Run DMC, the Real Roxanne, UTFO, Beastie Boys, Dana Dane. It was the first time I met Dana Dane, and things like that. Performing, we were doing the buckwheat on stage. Me, J. Rose, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Army, man, that was it. Yeah.
We had a different philosophy, man. And actually, he went to dark, and the Eve jumped off. I offered Rodney a partnership in it. He didn't take it because he said, "Hey, too many Sherm heads. That ain't my part of town." Okay, cool. Well, you rolling with me, man? Come on, dude. He passed on it. And then when we finally got it blew up, he still wanted to be a partner. I don't need nobody to help me cut no money up, fool. That ain't working.
Right. I think when y'all had that going, he had the cave.
Arabian Prince actually had the cave. The cave was over in Hawthorne. Okay?
Yeah, that was a rough spot too.
Arabian Prince actually had the cave. Roger would do stuff over there, but that was Arabian Prince's spot for the most part.
That was one of the first clubs I went into at 16, 17.
Wow.
The cave. Just recorded Payback Some Other with Unknown. We went that night to the cave because DJ Pooh had the DJ.
Wow. See, I mean, everybody got their own history, man. We all started off as DJs or promoters. Either some of us were all of that. I was a DJ before I did anything else. While I put in my first flyer, I was a DJ.
I'm actually going back into DJing now.
Oh yeah, I am too, Doc. That's what I love, man. I love playing music. I love watching people respond. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. I play at the club in LA sometime here in LA, but he said they might not bring dancing back in clubs, man, because it's social distancing.
Right.
It's a possibility.
We'll figure something out.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but they gotta do something because I miss people making people party. But yeah, man, the history of West Coast hip hop is deeper than most people realize, and because some folks blew up so big that it overshadows a lot of the folks that helped build this foundation, and that's why I do this podcast, NWA Stories with Lonzo, because this right here is the people that that was there in the beginning, know all the dirt.
Right.
Where all the bodies is buried. Okay.
Right.
All the bodies is buried. You got stories you can't talk about for the next 20 years.
We'll get it. When I write my book, shit.
Please do, man. Please do. And I tell everybody, man. Dude, I'm doing my own documentary. If you got somebody with a camera, know how to edit, do your documentary, man. Because can't nobody tell your story.
Already on it.
If you don't tell your story, ain't nobody gonna tell. Because can't nobody tell your story like you can, man.
Right.
If something happened to you and somebody trying to tell the King T story, they don't know all them details that you know about. I didn't know about you and Scotty T like that. That's why I do this thing. I'm trying to get as much as I can now.
That's my brother. Scotty.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him next. I'm gonna get him on here next.
He got a story to tell. I'm gonna
get him on my podcast. I'm gonna call you back and get some of the numbers, the names that you talked about earlier too, Doc. I need to holler to folks.
we got to get together and talk, man, and really put something together too, man. It's great talking to you, man.
Same here, Doc. Much love to you, King T.